All right. Ready to dive into something that might just help out with some of that holiday spending.
Yeah, definitely something to be cheerful about.
We're going to be talking about Canada's temporary tax break.
On holiday essentials.
It could really, affect how you shop this season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Could really reshape how you approach holiday spending, that's for sure.
So the government's calling it a temporary removal of the GST and HST.
On a whole bunch of things they're calling essential.
For the holidays.
Right.
What's the deal?
Well, it's all about, I think, offering some relief.
Mm-hmm.
People are spending more.
Yeah.
It starts December 14th.
Okay.
This year.
Of this year.
Runs till February 15th, 2025.
Right through the holidays.
Mm.
Wow. But is this just like, I don't know, a gimmick or something?
Yeah.
Will it actually help?
Well, I mean, the government's estimating about $1.6 billion
Okay.
in total tax relief.
Wow.
I mean, whether that actually, turns into savings, for people, depends.
Yeah, of course, spending habits.
It depends what people are actually buying.
So let's get into the specifics. What are we talking about when we say holiday essentials?
They've got a big range of items.
Okay.
But let's focus on the ones that are most likely to, affect you.
Perfect. First.
Food and beverages.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about just the turkey.
Yeah.
Almost all food.
Really?
Whether you're going to the grocery store, grabbing takeout, or eating at a restaurant, it's going to be basically GST free.
Wow.
For 2 months.
So those holiday gatherings, a little easier on the wallet. What else?
This is where it gets interesting, I think, especially for families.
Yeah.
Kids. A whole bunch of children's items.
Okay.
Clothes, shoes, diapers, car seats, even some toys.
So new winter boots for the kids. I don't know, board games for the family.
Yeah.
All part of this.
Exactly. Think about, stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
Things that you were already going to buy anyway, right? Maybe a few things you've been putting off because of the tax.
Now, there are some other things on the list, I know. Books and newspapers, even video game consoles.
Yeah.
But what's the main takeaway here? What kind of savings are we talking about?
Let's say you're spending, I don't know, $2,000
Okay.
over the holidays, on things that qualify. That's about $100
Wow.
in GST savings.
Okay.
But if you live somewhere that has HST, like Ontario,
Right.
you could be saving another $260.
So over $300 potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
Back in your pocket.
And that's just based on, their example.
Right.
The real savings.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends, right?
Yeah.
Depends what you buy and where you live.
Of course.
But it could make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially, if you're feeling the pinch.
Now, this is obviously supposed to help people financially, but are there any, downsides?
Yeah.
Is this really the best way?
That's a really good question. I mean, economists are going to be talking about this for a while. Could this, lead to people overspending?
Right.
Will businesses just raise prices?
To make up for it.
Yeah. To offset the break?
And what happens when prices go back up?
In February.
Yeah.
Will we all be feeling worse?
Right.
I mean, those are all really valid questions, but before we get into the downsides,
Yeah.
let's talk about how this actually works.
Yes, nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
What do people need to know?
Yeah, what should people be aware of?
As they're making their lists.
Right, exactly.
Do we need to file forms?
Yeah.
Is there a limit?
Hmm.
What are the catches?
Right. Well, the good news is it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
No special forms or anything.
Okay.
They just take it off at the point of sale.
Oh, so the price we see is the price we pay.
Exactly.
No rebates or anything.
Nope. And that goes for in-store and online.
Okay.
As long as the stuff is delivered and paid for during the,
Tax break period.
Yeah.
Makes things easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's get into some more specifics.
Yeah.
I know you were saying there are some things that,
Don't qualify.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what's the deal with that?
Well, those print newspapers and books, right?
Yeah.
Generally they qualify.
Okay.
But if you're grabbing that gossip magazine at the checkout, that won't get the break.
Okay, so those impulse buys are still going to cost us.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And it's not just magazines.
Oh.
Anything that's more than 5% advertising doesn't count.
So, textbooks are fine, though.
Exactly.
Novels.
Yep. So, maybe this will get people back to reading real books.
Interesting.
Instead of on their devices all the time.
Like a little nudge.
It's a fascinating point, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, this could really change how people choose to buy things.
Yeah.
Favoring physical over digital in some cases.
It's like a little experiment.
Right.
So what about toys?
Yeah.
That's on a lot of lists.
Well, there are some, interesting details there, like board games and card games,
Uh-huh.
dolls, plushies, construction toys. Those are all good.
Okay.
But anything electronic is generally out.
So classic board game night is back.
Yeah. It's a good time to bring that back.
But that robot toy might still have that tax.
Yeah, exactly.
What about video games?
That's where it gets a bit,
Tricky.
tricky. Yeah.
A lot of people want those.
Well, like I said, electronic toys generally no.
Right.
But consoles, controllers,
Okay.
and physical games like cartridges and discs, those do qualify.
Oh, so if you've been waiting to buy that new console,
Now's the time.
but downloading games is still going to be taxed.
Yeah, that's right.
So this whole physical versus digital thing,
Yeah.
it's something to keep in mind.
It seems like they're trying to, give certain industries a boost.
Yeah.
Maybe encourage those older ways of consuming things.
Right. So are they trying to get us back into the stores?
It makes you wonder, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this could really change consumer habits in the long run.
So, okay, let's go back to food and beverages for a second.
Okay.
You said almost all food,
Yeah, almost.
but there are some exceptions.
Of course.
What are they?
Well, spirits are out.
Oh, so no tax break on hard alcohol.
Exactly.
So you can stock up on wine and beer.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
For those who want to really get in the holiday spirit.
They might not be so cheerful at the liquor store.
Right. Yeah.
But there's another interesting detail about food,
Okay.
prepared food,
Yeah.
like salads, sandwiches, those pre-made platters.
Uh-huh.
They're all included.
Oh, so yeah, those quick lunches or party spreads.
They'll all see a price drop.
Wow. So it seems like they're acknowledging how we actually eat now.
Yeah.
All the pre-made stuff.
It seems like it, right?
It makes you wonder if this is also about helping the restaurants. They've had a tough few years.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This tax break is doing a lot.
It's like a multi-pronged thing,
Yeah.
targeting different parts of the economy,
Right.
addressing different needs. But, I mean, does this kind of temporary thing really work
Yeah. Good question.
in the long run?
So we've talked about what this tax break is and how it works.
Yeah.
Let's talk about why.
Oh, yeah.
What could the effects be
Yeah.
for the whole economy?
Well, the goal is to get people spending.
Right.
The idea is that if people have a bit more money,
Yeah.
especially during the holidays,
Mm.
it'll boost the economy.
But is that really how it works, though?
Yeah.
Do people actually spend more when they have extra money?
Right?
Or do they just, save it?
Yeah, it's a good question.
You never know what people will do.
Right. Some people might go all out,
Yeah.
you know?
Like buy extra stuff.
Exactly.
But some people might be like, okay,
I'm going to pay off some bills.
yeah, put it away.
And then there's, the businesses.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
How will they react?
Yeah.
Will they actually drop prices?
Pass on the savings?
Yeah.
Or will they,
Try to make more profit?
yeah, take advantage?
It's a bit of a,
Like a game.
yeah, like a game of strategy.
Yeah, everybody's trying to, come out on top.
And then there's the government.
Oh, right.
They're hoping this loss in tax revenue will, help in the long run.
It's a gamble.
It is.
But what happens when it ends in February?
Yeah.
You
What happens then?
will demand just drop off.
It could.
And then businesses and the economy, they might be worse off.
That's a risk.
So it seems like a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Lower prices, businesses might do well.
But it's, complicated.
There's a lot going on.
It's really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Economics isn't just about the numbers,
Right.
It's about people
Right.
and how they act
Their behavior.
and all these forces at play.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all connected. We've talked about, like the economics, but,
Mm.
for emotional time too, right?
Yeah, the holidays.
Yeah.
Can be stressful.
A lot of pressure to spend.
Yeah.
So maybe this will help with that.
Maybe. Even a little bit of savings, It
Yeah.
can make a big difference.
It might, let people breathe a little,
Right.
enjoy the holidays,
And not feel like they're falling behind.
like a little gift
Yeah.
from the government.
It's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about more than just,
Economics.
yeah,
Maybe it's about community.
supporting each other.
Yeah, like we're all in this together.
It makes you think.
So it's not a perfect solution,
No.
but it's getting us talking
Yeah, it's important.
about more than just, money.
Right, what we value as a society.
Like what's important.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
These simple policies,
Yeah,
they can have like ripple effects.
they really can.
It affects, personal finances,
Hmm.
the whole economy.
And just, how we feel.
Yeah, our well-being.
Absolutely.
Before we wrap this up, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Think about, how might this change your shopping this year?
Yeah.
Your budget?
Or just, how you view the holidays.
Will you make different choices?
It's something to think about.
There's no right answer, really,
No, it's personal.
because it's about people, right?
Yeah.
The choices they make.
Economics is about people.
And when we understand how these things work,
Mm-hmm.
we can,
Make better choices.
be more informed,
Right.
be better citizens.
Absolutely.
So stay curious.
Keep learning.
Don't stop questioning.
And until next time.
Keep diving deep.
Yeah.